What does it mean to set your intentions? And why is setting intentions such an important part of the manifestation process? I mean, after all, this is just energy. What does intent matter, right? Stick around and we'll talk about that. Hi, I'm Marna, and thank you for joining me. So, in this video, we'll be discussing what an intention is, what the 3 most powerful tips you can use to set intentions are, and the 3 most common downfalls associated with not setting your intentions correctly. Stick around to the very end and I will have a free gift for you. So let's get started and just dive right into this, okay? Now, what an intention is your stated direction of your energy. We all know, or at least you know if you've watched my earlier videos, that manifestation is you taking your personal energy and using it to control the energy of an external force to bring in what you are desiring. That is the entire basis of quantum manifestation. Stating an intention is you telling your energy, hey, this is what I want you to bring in. Now the problem is, we are all putting out intentions all the time, whether we realize it or not. So if you are not focusing your intentions, if you're not controlling your intentions, what are you really manifesting in your life? I'll tell you the truth. You're probably bringing in your deepest fears rather than your desires. I know that this was a downfall in my life before I caught on to how to control my manifestations. I had a very deep-seated fear of abandonment. And sure enough, I manifested being abandoned over and over again simply because that fear was the intention controlling my energy and controlling the energy I was calling into my life. So, what is it that we need to do to keep from falling into this trap of manifesting our fears instead of our desires? Obviously, the easy answer is, well, you set your intentions. But what exactly does that mean? How do we do this? Is it enough to simply say, okay, I'm going to manifest having this wonderful thing happen in my life? If you've tried sitting on the sofa and manifesting $1 million, you know how well that doesn't work. What you have to do when you set your intentions, you state what your vibration is going to be. You use the proper formula to set the energy into motion. And then, and this is the hard one, you feel that energy. Okay, so what does that gobbledygook mean? Let's break it down. The first part in setting your intentions is to create the vibration of what it is you are intending to bring in. You can sit there and say, I want to be loved, until you're blue in the face. If you do not have the vibration of love, it's not going to work. You must be in the energetic resonance of loving yourself to allow love to come in to you. Now, I'm not talking about those types of toxic relationships that masquerade as love for so many people, where we're secretly hating ourselves and we draw on someone who hates us as much as we hate ourselves, and we just play it all out through physical passion. Yeah, been there, done that, pretty sure you have too. You must create the vibration of genuinely loving yourself. You don't have to like everything about yourself. Loving yourself does not mean you think that you do not need to change. That's narcissism. Loving yourself is putting your own good above everyone else. It is recognizing the part you play, the part everyone else in your life plays, and acting in the greater good of all, including you. It means you stop sacrificing yourself for everyone around you. It means you stop putting everybody else first. Because, darn it, you deserve to be first once in a while too. You don't have to be first all the time, but you shouldn't be last all the time either. So what vibration are you calling into your life, and how are you creating that vibration in your life to welcome it in? Love is the one that, was the most obvious to talk about, but the same principle applies for money. The same principle applies for abundance. The same principle applies for anything you are trying to manifest in your life. You must be in the energetic vibration of what it is you want for it to be welcomed into your life. So that's step one. No one ever said manifesting was easy, but we're breaking it down, right? Step two, know the formula for setting your intention. And I know this sounds like we're going into spell work when we talk about knowing what the formula is and what the special words are. But this is actually very easy, and it has firm psychology behind it. The formula is, you start off with I am. This is your cue to your subconscious mind that this is what is. This is the reality that we are bringing in. I am. There's a reason that phrase was used in the Bible. There's a reason that phrase is echoed in most major world religions. I am is the key to tapping into divine source, because we are divine source and divine source is us. So, I am. That's how you start off any setting of intentions. And then, what are you? I am manifesting what? I am bringing in what? And then don't limit yourself. I am bringing in an abundance of financial resources. That's a nice open-ended one. If there's a set amount you're trying to bring in, if there's a set person you're trying to bring in, this one's a popular one. Do you know how many times people tell me they want to manifest their ex back? Okay, fine. I am manifesting back this person or a greater or higher equivalent. Open up to the universe that open-ended possibility of there's better out there, and I will welcome the better if it shows up. I am manifesting blank or a higher equivalent that is in the greatest good of all involved. You really want to put that last phrase on there. You want your energy to know that you are acting in the greatest good. It really does not feel good to sit there and say, I am manifesting financial abundance, and then get it because someone near and dear to you died and you inherited. I've been there too. It hurts. It hurts even more because there's a part of you that sits there and questions whether you brought about their demise energetically through not setting your intentions properly. So always put on there the phrase that you want it to be for the greater good of all involved, just so you are not inadvertently hurting someone else for your manifestation to be able to come into your life. So there's your spell. There's your formula. I am manifesting whatever or a higher equivalent for the greatest good of all involved. This brings your manifestation into you. It could very easily bring in more than what you thought you're manifesting, and it does so without having any sort of negative repercussions on those around you. Because the energy we put out is the energy we get back. So if we want to have healthy energy coming in, we need to put healthy energy out. And then part number 3. And again, this one is so challenging for people. Although if you've got part 1 down, part 3 gets a lot easier. Part 3 is you have to feel the manifestation. You have to feel the energetic vibration. If you're manifesting in love, you have to be in love with yourself to begin with, to be able to call it in. You have to set your intention out loud. Remember, you're talking to your subconscious brain. Sitting there thinking it's not going to be enough. You have to physically say it so your subconscious can start to process it. And then you have to remain in that energetic frequency of loving yourself, accepting yourself, for that to be able to come into your life. There's a lot of inner work involved in manifesting. And one of the first steps that most of us fail to do is the inner work of saying, hey, let me get to being the person that I need to be to have this. Because it's so tempting to just kind of skip over that and think that we can, summon in something that will solve all our problems. You need to solve the problems within yourself first, so that you can energetically move into the state that brings all of this together. So, thank you for joining me. Now, if you've stuck out to the very end, thank you. I appreciate it. And I have a free gift for you. I've written a PDF on manifesting that breaks all of this down into exacting detail. Completely and utterly free. Send me an email at marnarenee@gmail.com and I will happily send it back to you. No strings, no obligations. I'm just trying to make sure that you are manifesting as quickly and easily as possible. So, thank you for joining me. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you on the next video.